Welcome to PPI Recording Studio, nestled in the cradle of New York City.
Yes.
Welcome to the fourth weekly episode for the month of September 2023 for Dedication Around the Nation weekly video series, because we are getting it out to the nation and beyond. As you can see here today, I have a special guest with me, and this is Goldie DVER. Everybody wave to the camera.
Hi.
So Goldie is a very, very dear friend. We've actually promoted Goldie here numerous times for her, not only her shows, but also earlier this year when she had a brand new CD come out. So she has a new show coming up, which is actually going to be the last show for 2023 calendar year. And that's going to be October 8th, 2023 at 7 p.m. And that's going to be at Don't Tell Mama, 343 West 46th Street between 8th and 9th Avenue, which is also called Restaurant Row. And up until that point, Goldie's going to actually sing a song for us. So
I am impressed that you keep all that info in that head.
Like I said, I'm not going to say what I said off camera, but yeah. So why don't you sing a song for us and give the folks a chance to hear what you're going to say?
Okay, well, thank you. Okay,
You're
and this song was written by my late husband, Paul DeVere. So yes, my name is Goldie DeVere. Last name is spelled D as in David, V as in Victor, E-R. There are no extra vowels, there are no apostrophes, but it's the kind of name that when you see it written, you mispronounce it. If you hear it, you're going to misspell it. So this was written to be performed in a room full of DeVeres who got the joke already, and it's a parody, and it's called When Your Last Name is DeVere. Every time you have to tell it, you always have to spell it just to make it clear. But before they announce it, make a bet they'll mispronounce it when your last name is DeVere. When somebody sees it written, they usually get smitten and tell you that it's queer. But I'll bet you a fiver you'll hear lots of diver and diver when your last name is DeVere. To D apostrophe is not to be allowed. When the maitre d' says Dover next, be proud. Then let him know. No, oh, it's a noble name, they told us. A gypsy woman sold us in 1845. That's our trumpet section. It's a name with the power to explain. It takes an hour. It's not easy like Matt Lauer or like Dwight D. Eisenhower, that's for sure. But it's only just DeVere. Whatever.
Thank you, Goldie.
I gave up the name Gold for DeVere.
Why don't you, in real brevity, why don't you just talk about Paul just a little bit, because folks are going to know who Paul is from the background, so to speak,
right?
But they might not know him by his name.
Well, Paul DeVere was a very unique man. Mm-hmm. We were married 41 years.
Wow.
Yeah. And Paul could make you crazy without even breathing hard.
Okay.
But he was a very dynamic soul, very sensitive and tender that he didn't show to everyone, but showed to me. And he was a writer, he was a composer, he was in the original Lehman Engel BMI workshop. He worked with Soupy Sales for 30 years.
Yeah, which is really cool.
Yes, and he was his musical director and co-wrote several things with Soupy, including the theme song to Soupy's show when he brought it back in the 80s.
Sure.
And he was a very unique man. We shared a very deep, unconditional love for all that time. And it's been 5 years since he's gone. I miss him still
terribly,
but
yeah.
he's
he's
lives
always
right
in your
here.
heart. Yeah, he's always in your heart.
So thank you for asking me
You're welcome.
to talk to him, talk for him,
Sure.
talk about him.
Sure.
For a minute
Well, I
or
thought it was really cool because we've talked about Soupy Sales in the past, and folks would probably not know Paul's name
I know who he was.
up front, But then when you talk about Soupy Sales, it's like the automatic connection.
Oh,
It's like,
I know
oh yeah, you know, it's like talking about the Tonight Show and talking about Ed McMahon.
Right.
Right.
You are right.
Right, exactly. So thank you very much. So once again, that is October 8, 2023 at 7 p.m. It's a Don't Tell Mama, 343 West 46th Street between 8th and 9th Avenue. And I'll have live links in the text description area as always to not only Goldie's YouTube page, and you know you still post it on the Project 142 calendar.
Yes.
It's still on
well,
there.
thank
I
you,
always
thank
keep
you.
it up. Right.
Thank you. Yeah,
So,
you've been so supportive, Scott, and you always are to
well,
everyone.
it's part of what we do here, you know, and I'm happy to do it.
It's
America.
appreciated.
So I'll have live links also to Goldie's YouTube page, I'm sorry, and also right to the live link web address for Don't Tell Mama, so you can go right on and make reservations right through that.
Be there or be square.
Right, exactly. And also, side note, Chip is going to be playing drums that night.
The whole show on brushes.
Exactly.
And
And-
you know what, Scott? As an extra bonus, anybody who mentions that they saw it on this show
All right.
will get the same MAC discount. So they'll get a
Oh, cool.
discounted price, discounted cost for their
Okay.
cover charge.
And if you don't, thank you. And if you don't understand what MAC is, it's Manhattan Association of Cabaret. So what that means is if you're a MAC member, you get a discount, and what Goldie's saying is that if you mention this show,
Yes.
she'll extend that discount for you to come.
Absolutely.
Because we want you to come. That's the point.
Get any Big Macs at the show?
Just you on the drums, yes. So Project 142 Concert Series is the sponsor to Dedication Around the Nation weekly video series. Project 142, you see the logo as I'm talking. The website is www.project142.org. Our Facebook page is Project 142 NYC. The event calendar, which is what I was referring to with Goldie, is www.project142.org/calendar. Now that calendar gets updated every day by myself. I keep it current. Always has updated information on there for folks, artists such as Goldie, for example, because if you go onto Goldie's posting, and it's been that way now for months, it actually has an automatic link to her YouTube channel. So if you click onto Goldie DeVere, it'll go whoop, right to her YouTube channel, which is the point, you
It
know?
amazes me how you do all this stuff and like get it right. I
He's
find this
Captain
technical
America.
stuff.
So that's, once again, October 8th, 2023 at 7 p.m. So Project 142, to kind of finish that thought, is we've been supporting artists like Goldie, for example, nonprofit organizations such as, I'm going to put this hat on right now, and this is for Gotham, Wales. This is one of the nonprofit organizations based
What
right here in New York
cool
City.
hats.
Right, thank you.
Yeah.
And Gotham Whale, we've been supporting them now for 19 months on Dedication Around the Nation and also on Project 142. And also, I have my original, not our
For a
pearl.
second, Goldie gets a hat.
Oh yeah, you're gonna put a hat on. That's
Yeah,
cool.
Oh, I love. Yeah.
Yeah, these are
It's a
Gotham
little
Whale.
big.
These are the
Wait a
these are the real version, original Gotham Whale hats. So I also have my Pearl Street Station restaurant up in Malden, Mass. on today. Now, Pearl Street, we've been supporting them now for the last 2 months, and they are at 53 Summer Street in Malden, Mass. They are Malden, Massachusetts' longest operating restaurant in the entire town.
Wow.
And I was just there this past Tuesday night, and you're going to see a photo as I'm talking because I was up there helping Linda Amato, who's a wildlife rescue rehab person, who that I met on August 19th. So I was going to tell a story about Linda today, but Goldie's here, and we'd rather talk about Goldie. So, but the photo you're going to see is we were up at Linda's facility, rescue facility, and we got down and dirty. We were scrubbing the inside of the rescue pens for the skunks and the raccoons. We just sanitized it, got bleach, sanitized it down for
You
her.
rescue skunks?
She does.
Wow.
Yeah, skunks, birds, all that kind of thing. Yeah, she's a sweetheart.
I get it all, but even skunks, I'm impressed.
Oh, I love skunks.
He's Captain America.
love skunks.
If you're
So-
alive, he's going to rescue you.
So that's the photo you're seeing here. To the left is Paul SIESWERDA Jr., Gotham Whale, right? In the middle is Linda Amato. And then to the right of the photo is Paul Solano, who is the general manager of Pearl Street Station Restaurant in Malden, Massachusetts. So we're going to take it out today. Goldie and I are going to have some fun with the song. And
What are we singing again?
we're going to sing Embraceable You.
Oh, right.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Why
From the-
don't you start?
Okay. Embrace me, my sweet embraceable you.
Embrace me, you irreplaceable you.
Just one look at you, my heart grew tipsy in me.
You and you alone bring out the gypsy in me.
I love all the many charms about you. Take it.
Above all, I want my arms about you.
So don't be that naughty baby. Come to Papa, come to Papa, do yo.
My sweet embraceable you.
All right, Goldie DeVere. All right, Chip Fabrizi on the floor. That deserves a horn. So once again, October 8th, 2023 at 7 p.m. Live links in the text description area to Don't Tell Mama. Also Goldie's, her YouTube channel, also her Facebook page makes it very easy for you to access information. Once again, this is our new logo for the show.
Yeah,
3.5 seasons now into it. We started April 28th, 2020 as Dedication in Isolation, because that's what we were. And now in the last 7 weeks, there are now Dedication around the nation, because our scope has really opened up and our breadth of who we support, the exposure just keeps expanding. So it's really cool. Once again, Goldie, thank you for being a guest.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
I love the new poster, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Awesome. Yeah,
Thank you.
looks
Cool.
great.
Love.
Love.
And we're going to close out today. You're going to see it in the end roll. This is one of my underwater photos that we've shown in the past. We kind of keep rotating to keep it out there. And this is an arrow crab that I took on a night dive down in Bonaire, which is part of the ABC Islands, Aruba, Bonaire, and Curacao. Thank you again for joining us once again. Thank you, Mr. Chip Fabrizi, owner, PPI Recording Studio.
You're very welcome, but you still got to pay for the session.
And thank you, Scott.
Thank you, Goldie. We'll see you October 8th at Don't Tell Mama right here in New York City.
Bye.
Adios, amigos.